The camera opens on a sweeping shot of the car glistening under bright daylight, the 2026 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am, a name once retired but reborn with a mix of retro nostalgia and modern aggression. As the lens glides around the front fascia, the narrator's voice comes in, steady and excited, describing the sculpted hood with its twin extractors and the iconic Firebird graphic that has been reimagined with sharper lines and metallic gradients. The LED headlights curve inward like a stare, and the split grille brings back the heritage look without feeling dated. The car sits low, wide, and purposeful, blending a muscular stance with aerodynamic contours that slice the air more efficiently than anything the Trans Am badge has worn before. The camera drifts along the side profile, highlighting the sculpted fenders, the rising shoulder line, and the subtle nod to the classic shaker hood design, now integrated as an active air intake. Blacked-out wheels with performance tires hug the asphalt, and the floating roof design gives the car a modern silhouette. You can almost feel the weight in the way the light rolls over each surface, emphasizing how Pontiac's revival leans heavily into nostalgia while refusing to stay stuck in the past. As the narrator continues, the video cuts to the rear end, where quad exhaust tips and a full-width LED light bar stretch across the tail. The spoiler sits tall, functional rather than decorative, channeling airflow to keep the rear planted during high-speed runs. Every angle shows a car that wants to go fast and look good doing it. Transitioning into the interior, the camera's perspective moves through the driver's door as it swings open to reveal a cabin that blends retro attitude with a futuristic cockpit. The narrator explains how Pontiac embraced a driver-focused philosophy, surrounding you with a sweeping dashboard wrapped in leather, alcantara, and brushed metal. An ambient glow follows the contours of the dash, customizable in dozens of colors. The seats take center stage with aggressive bolstering meant for spirited driving, yet they still offer heating, cooling, and memory positions for daily comfort. Embossed Trans Am logos mark the headrests, a subtle reminder that this is no ordinary sports coupe. Then the digital cluster comes alive, displaying a fully reconfigurable 12-inch interface that pulls styling cues from classic Trans Am gauges. Whether you want retro-styled dials or a minimalist performance readout, the interaction feels intuitive and polished. The infotainment screen in the center is wide but seamlessly integrated, avoiding the tacked-on tablet look many cars fall victim to. Wireless connectivity, premium audio, and advanced navigation are all expected, but Pontiac's system adds performance telemetry, lap timers, and customizable drive modes that change everything from steering weight to exhaust tone. As the camera pans lower, carbon fiber accents highlight the console, and the short throw shifter or available paddle shifters promise a tactile driving experience. The narrator shifts focus to the back seats, acknowledging that while they are tighter and clearly designed more for occasional use, Pontiac did not treat them as an afterthought. The upholstery, stitching, and surprising amount of legroom for a car in this class are showcased. Small touches like USB-C ports and individual climate vents indicate that practicality wasn't entirely sacrificed to performance. The camera then glides toward the trunk, demonstrating how the liftback design improves cargo space, making the car more livable than you might expect from something built with speed in mind. As the scene changes to rolling footage on mountain roads, the narrator dives into the performance story. Under the hood, the 2026 Firebird Trans Am gives buyers two main powertrain options. The first is a turbocharged 3.0-liter V6 pushing out a healthy amount of horsepower, tuned to deliver quick, responsive acceleration while maintaining efficiency for daily drivers. But the star of the show is the V8 variant, a modernized 6.2-liter powerhouse putting down a thrilling surge of torque that pushes you back in your seat. The engineers didn't just chase big numbers, they tuned the engine for a wide, usable power band and a distinctly Trans Am growl that roars through the quad exhaust. The camera captures the car lunging out of corners, tires gripping the pavement as the narrator describes the adaptive suspension system that continually adjusts damping to keep the ride firm but never punishing. The steering is precise, offering a connection between driver and road that feels missing in many modern cars. Whether carving through canyons or cruising city streets, the Trans Am's balance of comfort and control stands out. Brembo brakes provide confident stopping power, with larger rotors on the V8 model to handle repeated high-performance demands. You see close-ups of the calipers gripping as the car dives into a tight corner, then accelerates out with exhaust notes echoing against the rock walls. The narrator adds that the chassis has been stiffened compared to previous generations, with lightweight materials improving rigidity and shaving weight without compromising durability. Now as the footage transitions to city driving and nighttime shots, the discussion shifts to technology and safety. Advanced driver assistance features such as lane keeping support, adaptive cruise, and blind spot monitoring come standard. A performance-oriented stability system works behind the scenes without becoming intrusive. The nighttime lighting from the LED headlights and signature taillight bar creates a dramatic visual presence, and the interior's ambient lighting gives a futuristic glow as the narrator speaks about the blend of old-school spirit and modern-day sophistication. The video shifts to pricing, and the narrator explains that Pontiac aimed to position the 2026 Firebird Trans Am competitively within the performance coupe segment. The base model with the V6 powertrain enters the market at a price meant to attract younger buyers and enthusiasts who want a practical yet exciting sports car. Moving to the V8 model introduces a noticeable jump, but the value comes through in its performance capabilities, upscale interior touches, and undeniable presence on the road. Then there's the top-tier performance package, which bundles suspension upgrades, carbon fiber components, unique wheels, and an even more aggressive aerodynamic kit. This version climbs higher in price but appeals to purists who want a track-ready machine straight from the factory. The narrator summarizes that regardless of trim, Pontiac has managed to build a car that doesn't feel like a nostalgia cash grab. Instead, it feels like a thoughtful revival of a beloved nameplate, carefully engineered to appeal to both longtime fans and newcomers. The camera returns to the car parked under golden sunset light, emphasizing the curves and sharp body lines one last time as the voiceover reflects on what makes the 2026 Firebird Trans Am special. It isn't just the exterior design that turns heads, nor just the performance that pushes you back into your seat. It's the way all those elements come together to form a cohesive identity that honors the past without being trapped by it. The closing moments focus on the interior again, reminding viewers of the craftsmanship, the technology, and the experience of sitting behind the wheel. The narrator encourages viewers to imagine themselves reaching for the start button, feeling the engine rumble to life, and taking the car out onto open roads where its capabilities truly shine. The video fades out as the car accelerates away in slow motion, exhaust echoing into the distance, leaving behind the promise of a revived legend that is ready to define a new era for the Trans Am name.